Hello, Taylor Ellwood with Imagine Your Reality Business Coaching, and today we're going to talk about customer service again. This time I want to talk about customer service in relationship to what happens when someone makes a mistake. Um, there's a saying that goes around that the customer is always right. I don't agree with that. I don't think the customer is always right. I think sometimes that saying creates a lot more trouble than it's worth because the focus is on, okay, we're going to keep this customer at all costs, even if, in fact, the customer is toxic. And there are times when a customer is toxic. Like, for example, if a customer comes in and complains about how much you're charging for your services, that may be an indicator right there that you haven't fully conveyed the value of what you do, but that doesn't mean that you should bend over backwards and change your prices. It means you may need to explain things better, but it doesn't mean the customer is right. Or if you have a situation where the customer is doing something or in a manner that's obnoxious or just being really obnoxious to the people who are working, the customer may have a legitimate complaint. It doesn't mean that how the customer is behaving is right. So it's really important to recognize that with customer service there needs to be healthy boundaries. And what do I mean by that? It means that yes, you want to acknowledge the customer's pain or the customer's complaint or whatever else, but at the same time the customer needs to treat the people that are doing the customer service with respect. At the same time, on the end of the business needs to recognize that if a mistake has been made, you can't make excuses for it. You need to own the mistake. You need to understand and listen to the customer and really hear where their pain and their issue is, and then you need to solve the problem. And ideally, you come up with a solution that with the customer together, so that the customer feels empowered. That's what good customer service looks like when you are in a situation where the customer is unhappy and feels like there's a problem with the service or product that they've received. And as I said, at the same time, the customer needs to respect the business, the people that are working there. You know, I worked for a long time at a variety of retail positions, and I'll tell you that if I ever felt like I was treated with disrespect by a customer, it made me not want to help that customer. And I might still have done it, but I definitely would then consequently not necessarily feel that I wanted to take care of the other customers as well as I should have. And now that may be a horrible thing to admit, but there it is. I don't think I'm alone in feeling that way. You know, if the customer doesn't treat the person who's working like a human being, then guess what? The person who's working is not going to consequently feel like they're valued, and they'll take it out in different ways. That hurts the company. So it's really important that there are healthy boundaries, that yes, we own the mistakes that we've made, and that we find solutions, but that we're not treated like we're trash, and that instead we're respected. So if you're ever a customer, remember that. Treat the people you're dealing with respect. Yes, explain what you're feeling, explain what the problem is, but treat them with respect. And for the person who is actually taking care of the customer, remember that the customer is a human being as well. And they were looking for a particular experience, they didn't get it, and so they're frustrated. The important thing is that the matter is addressed as quickly as possible. So, you have comments about customer service and how to do it properly, please leave a comment below, and if you found this video please subscribe. Please subscribe.